Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriors only have one option in Stephen Curry's expected absence. The Golden State Warriors suffered their first defeat of the season against the Clippers at Chase Center on Sunday, but the far bigger concern is the health of superstar guard Stephen Curry, who left the game with an ankle injury. Head coach Steve Kerr labeled it a mild and moderate ankle sprain in the post-game, yet Curry's short-term playing status has to be in serious jeopardy as the Warriors are left to prepare for at least some time without their best player. Golden State could be in for an incredibly important period, assuming Curry does miss some games. Their depth led them to huge wins over the Portland Trail Blazers and Utah Jazz, but needless to say the 2x MVP was really the only player they couldn't afford to lose. Kerr and the Warriors have emphasized three-point shooting so far this season, having averaged 47 attempts over the first 3 games, which ranks second in the league behind the reigning champion Boston Celtics. That's going to have to change without Curry for a multitude of reasons. Not only will Golden State lose the 36-year-old's own volume as the greatest shooter of all time, but they'll also lose Curry's sheer threat, which allows others to get wide-open looks from beyond the arc. The Warriors will have to adjust to cater to their personnel, with Kerr already mentioning Andrew Wiggins as someone who should get more opportunities. The 2022 All-Star is already playing well, having been a shining light in Sunday's loss with a game-high 29 points on 11 of 15 shooting and 5 of 8 from three-point range. But Golden State most need a lift from fourth-year forward Jonathan Kuminga, who has disappointed through 3 games. The 22-year-old had 12 points on 4 of 10 shooting against the Clippers, going 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. After averaging over 18 points on 54% shooting in the second half of last season, Kuminga is currently averaging 8.0 points on 33.3% shooting to start this season. Kuminga desperately needs to be more of a factor in Curry's absence, and particularly going downhill at the rim where he's at his best, rather than relying on his inconsistent jump shot. Without Curry on the floor, Golden State probably need to park the three-point ambitions a little and prioritize their athletic scorers like Wiggins and Kuminga. Regardless of how much time Curry misses with his ankle issue, Kerr and offensive coordinator Terry Stotts have a huge challenge in ensuring the Warriors stay afloat and don't have this result as a season-defining injury. Andrew Wiggins likely out versus Pelicans. The Golden State Warriors have gotten off to a solid start to the 2024-25 NBA season with a 2-1 record. Their resolve is going to be tested in the coming days, however. Star guard Stephen Curry was just ruled out due to injury. Stephen Curry was just ruled out due to injury for at least the next 2 games. And now Andrew Wiggins will likely be out due to injury for the Warriors game against the New Orleans Pelicans, as per Willard and Dibs of 95.7 The Game. Andrew Wiggins suffered a back injury and Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said he'll likely be out. He's listed on the Warriors injury report as questionable. Wiggins is coming off his best game of the season against the Los Angeles Clippers on Sunday. He finished with 29 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 blocked shot in 29 minutes of play. He shot 11 of 15 from the field and 5 of 8 from the three-point line. With the departure of Klay Thompson in free agency, Wiggins has been tabbed as a player the Warriors need to step up his production. So far, he's responded well. The 11-year veteran has been averaging 19.7 points, 6.7 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 1.0 blocked shots with splits of 55% shooting from the field, 57.9% shooting from the three-point line, and 80% shooting from the free throw line. His points, rebounds, shooting percentage, and three-point percentage are all Warriors' career highs. In addition to Curry and Wiggins being out, the Warriors will also be without reserve guard Anthony Melton due to injury. That's 3 key players the team will have sidelined. The Warriors' depth is going to have to come through these next couple of games. In Melton's case, he also suffered a back injury and will miss at least the next 2 games. He will be re-evaluated on Friday. during the Warriors' first 3 games of the season, Melton has been averaging 6.3 points, 1.3 rebounds, and 2.7 assists. Although the Warriors lost Klay Thompson in the offseason, they replaced him with a trio of quality veterans in Melton, Kyle Anderson, and Buddy Hield. Hield in particular has fit in well with the Warriors' rotation so far. He's been averaging 19.0 points, 5.0 rebounds and 3.0 assists with splits of 52.5% shooting from the field, 52% shooting from the three-point line and 100% shooting from the free throw line. The Warriors have a back-to-back for the next 2 games, both at home against the Pelicans. Jonathan Kuminga's days with Warriors may be numbered according to recent rumors. Heading into the NBA's rookie scale extension deadline, which was marked by the start of the regular season, the hope was that the Golden State Warriors and Jonathan Kuminga could find a middle ground on a contract extension. That didn't happen as both sides decided it was in their best interests to allow the season to play out. Stemming from that decision, there is already some potential fallout. According to a recent report, there's already growing speculation that Kuminga could have a list of suitors heading into next summer. One team to keep an eye on as Kuminga prepares for restricted free agency, in the eyes of Bleacher Report's Jake Fisher, is the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn is expected to have a pretty clean cap sheet next summer and Kuminga could be considered a worthy gamble for the team. But the list of potential Kuminga suitors is expected to grow. Considering the Warriors may not have much more financial flexibility next summer, there's a growing chance they could be outbid in their pursuits to re-sign the talented big. With the hope that Kuminga would enter the season in stride, he's had an admittedly slow start to the year. Through 2 games, while the Warriors may be experiencing success, Kuminga has gotten off to a rough start. Through the first week of the season, Kuminga is averaging just 6 points and 3 rebounds on 29% shooting from the field. He's also averaging under 20 minutes per contest. It is a bit odd what has happened with Kuminga to start the season, especially considering he looked like a player primed for a breakout year. It's truly a small sample size for Kuminga, and it would be outrageous to freak out about a slow start. But it's clear that if something doesn't change quickly, it could complicate Kuminga's situation even more with the Warriors. And if the whispers are accurate that Kuminga could be drawn elsewhere next summer, perhaps it's something the Warriors may foresee and be proactive about the possibility of losing him for nothing. I wouldn't say it's likely, but would it be surprising if the Warriors explore Kuminga's trade market before the deadline? And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jonathan Kuminga? Leave your opinion in the comments.